We've all said it a million times, right? I'm sorry. But what if I told you that simple phrase, even when you mean it with all your heart, isn't actually solving the real problem? Today, we're going to break down why sorry is often just the beginning of the story, not the end.
So let's just get right to it with the big, frustrating question. Why do we keep apologizing for the exact same thing over and over again? You know the drill. You mess up, you apologize, you're totally sincere, and things feel okay for a bit, and then a week later, you're right back in the same boat. How does that happen?
Well, it happens because we get stuck in what you could call the sorry loop. It's this vicious cycle where a genuine apology just acts like a temporary patch. It smooths things over in the moment, sure, but the real issue underneath, oh, it's still there, just waiting for a chance to pop up and cause the same problem all over again.
And this whole cycle, this is what we're going to call the apology trap. Because honestly, the very ease of saying, I'm sorry, can actually be a distraction that stops us from doing the real work.
Here's the heart of the trap right here. Almost every single time we apologize, our focus is on the act, on what we did. But that completely misses the point. The real issue, the thing we actually need to understand, is our motivation, the deep down why behind what we did. So a quick apology, it's a brilliant tool for fixing an awkward moment. It gets things back to normal, fast. But it's a terrible tool for fixing the internal pattern that caused the whole mess in the first place. It's basically designed to treat the symptom, not the actual disease.
So if we ever want to break this cycle, we have to be willing to look beneath the surface. Real change, lasting change, only begins when we start digging for that why.
Which means we have to ask ourselves a tough question. When we lash out at someone, is it really just a simple mistake? Or is that flash of anger just a symptom of something way deeper? What's really pulling the strings?
Because these hidden drivers can be incredibly powerful. Maybe lashing out is actually a defense mechanism against a feeling of insecurity. Or maybe it's a reaction to wounded pride. It could even be a flash of envy you don't want to admit to. These are the true engines behind the action.
And listen, you can't fix a problem you don't even understand. Just that one moment of recognition, that aha moment when you realize your anger isn't about your partner being late, it's about your own insecurity, that is the absolute essential first step to finally dismantling that pattern for good. But okay, recognition is just step one, right? What's the engine that actually drives the change? How do we go from simply knowing what the problem is to truly transforming ourselves? The key might be found in a word that makes us all a little uncomfortable: shame. Now, I know that sounds really harsh, so stick with me here. This is not about self-hatred. It's about a profound internal realization, a deep, sincere discomfort with having a trait like envy or deep-seated insecurity inside you. And here is the crucial difference. This is not about a big public confession where you're kind of performing for other people. It's the total opposite. It's a quiet, private, honest acknowledgement to yourself. It's that feeling of, wow, I can't believe I let that part of me take over.
And the best part? No one else even needs to know about it. This feeling is a private catalyst. It's the internal spark that kicks off a whole regenerative process, changing you from the inside out. And when we start to approach it this way, the entire goal of an apology shifts completely. It stops being about getting forgiveness and starts being about finding freedom. So look at it this way. The old goal is all external. We apologize to earn forgiveness from others. The new goal is internal and so much more powerful. We use that moment to start freeing ourselves from the very trait that caused all the harm in the first place. So here's the shift in thinking we're talking about. Number 1, move your focus from fixing the ACT to understanding the motivation. 2, start seeing an apology as the starting line for your own internal work, not the finish line of the argument. And finally, number 3, make your ultimate goal personal freedom from the pattern, not just getting forgiveness from the other person. So I'll leave you with this final thought. The next time you find yourself about to say I'm sorry, just take a second and ask yourself this. Are you just trying to fix the moment, or are you finally ready to start fixing the pattern?